Yo, welcome to today's video. We're talking about review strategy, how to get reviews on your product listing when you launch a new product on Amazon. Now this is super important because reviews drive sales. You've got to have reviews to start capturing sales. And if you haven't watched the video that I uploaded yesterday, that's probably a good one for you to go watch before you watch this one, because it helps you understand a little bit more about reviews and why they matter so much on Amazon, mainly because it's reviews that determine how competitive a product and product market is. So if you didn't watch that one, go watch it, then jump back to this one. All right, let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I want to address is giveaways. Now, I personally don't do giveaways. I tried one and it didn't work well. And not to throw shade at Greg Mercer, but I tried. He's the guy that created Jungle Scout and other tools as well. And one of those other tools is JumpSend, which I'm going to show you a little bit later. But a part of that is like this little giveaway discount thing. Didn't work for me at all. Just lost money doing that. I personally haven't seen success with giveaways, and I've seen other people not have success with giveaways as well. So my thoughts on giveaways is, if you're going to do a giveaway, know for sure that it is going to return reviews to you. The ones where it's kind of set up where it's not incentivized and people aren't encouraged to, I haven't really seen those work that well, and I haven't heard anyone else really saying that they're working that well. So be wary of giveaways, especially if they're of that type. If you are looking into a giveaway, make sure that it is for sure that you'll be able to get legitimate reviews from that. If that's not the case, my recommendation is to stay away from giveaways and use these other strategies that I'm about to lay out. And I will say these strategies aren't magical. There is not a magical way to get reviews anymore. If you're looking for the magic trick, if you're looking for push this button and there's 100 reviews, not the case. It requires a little bit to get reviews now. And a quick note on verified and unverified reviews. Verified, obviously better. Unverified also works. So if you can come up with the verified review, do what you can to get the verified review. If that's just not optional, but an unverified review is, definitely get the unverified review. Okay, so strategy number one is friends and family. And when I say friends and family, I mean friends, family, acquaintances, Facebook friends, Instagram followers, LinkedIn contacts in your Gmail, in your email, just really anywhere you can come up with someone that you could talk to and present them with the idea of, doing a review for you. Your contacts app on your phone is also a really good one. And I throw those out there having done all of those myself. So when I launch a product, the very first thing that I do to get reviews, and usually this is kind of the only thing that I have to do to get reviews. Not that it is the only thing. I follow it up with other things, but this is the main thing that I do, and it's just friends and families, getting people that I know or am acquainted with to drop reviews for me. And like I said, I've done each of those that I just threw out to you. I've gone through all my Facebook friends and messaged them and found people that are willing to do it with me. I've gone through Instagram friends. I've gone through my contacts. I've just hit up people, texted people that I haven't seen in years, like 5 years, 6 years, strike up a convo and like, yeah, I'm doing it because to get the review, but I'm not rude or like super pushy about it, and like I make sure that I'm like saying what up to them and stuff, and having like a decent conversation, but like that's part of it. I mean, like I'm willing to reach out to people, and it's my business, right? It's like I feel like some people are scared or ashamed about it because I don't feel like it needs to be that way. Like if you're cordial and like just communicate it well, there's not really much of an issue with it. So start reaching out to really just everybody you know and start talking to them. Okay, and then what I do is, for everyone who's willing to do this, and this is actually helps people like it a little bit more, I basically say, hey, I'll give you this product for free if you drop a review for me. But there's you have to finesse it a little bit more than that. And like I said at the beginning, I like to get verified reviews. If I can't, then I'm okay with an unverified. But if I can get the verified, I go for the verified. And the way that you get a verified review is the person has to actually purchase that product, and they can't purchase it, I don't think, at a discount. I've heard different ways on that. but for more, I've heard that if it's heavily discounted, then the review doesn't come through as verified. So just keep it, if you can, at its normal pricing. Have the person buy it, and that way when they leave the review, it will be a verified review. Now, obviously, that requires that they buy it, right? They're putting their credit card in on their account and actually spending money. And so if people are willing to do that for you, like, awesome. Like, give those people a huge thanks, and good. That's super cool that you have people that are willing to do that for you. I have some that do that for me, some that won't. But if you don't have people that are willing to spend their own money on it in order to get that verified review, there's still another way you can kind of do this. And I'm going to call this gray area. But basically what you can do is just Venmo or PayPal them the money. And they get it for free. But you still need to make sure that they're doing the purchase with their card, their account, so that way it shows up all under their account, all under their Amazon account, and when they leave that review, it sticks as verified. But then under the table, you just Venmo or PayPal, or you could even just give them cash. Now, you've probably heard of Amazon wiping or erasing reviews, and so I just want to talk to you a little bit about that. It's not the worst thing ever. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. If that happens over and over and over, like Amazon, obviously, the algorithm is tracking that, I'm supposing, and if that happens way too many times, then that could cause some issues with your account. But if it's just happening like every now and again, and I say this from personal experience, it's not the worst thing ever. The only really worst part about that is if you did slip someone some money to do it for you, and that review didn't stick, then you kind of lost money there. But other than that, it's like no immediate, like you're not going to immediately get your account shut down or your listing suspended or anything like that. But you do obviously want to do your best to avoid a review getting wiped or erased. And so here's a few things that you can do that like the algorithm kind of pays attention to that you can try to avoid. So you should not be on the account that is going to purchase and leave a review. That could be because you can share Amazon accounts, so whether that's with family or friends, like you can't be on that account. Also, if it's direct family, especially if they have the same last name, Amazon might not let those stick. But I think those ones are still worth the try, and then if they get erased or wiped, then but those ones might go through still, so it's probably worth it to at least try that. Another thing you want to avoid, like if there's several people on the same account, is having all those people buy on that same account. And then the last thing to kind of watch out for is if everybody that you're having leave reviews is from the same city or the same state. If all your reviews come from the same city or all your reviews come from the same state, that's also something that the Amazon algorithm might not be a big fan of. So basically, to be as safe as possible with getting reviews, you want to diversify your reviews. Different accounts, different cities, different states, and different last names. But don't forget, like I said, that if Amazon does wipe or remove one of your reviews, it's not going to immediately suspend or delete your account or anything like that. So especially if this is your first launch, I would say just, go for it. Whoever you can come up with, do it with them and see how it goes. If they get wiped or whatever, then, adjust from there. All right, my second strategy, this is after you've hustled all your friends, family, acquaintances, social media contacts, everybody you can. After you've got all them to leave their reviews, and you've got, really just once you have your product up and live and selling, you should probably get this going. But it's an email campaign, a post-purchase email campaign. What that means is when someone purchases your product, you can set it up so automatically they receive an email. And what you want that email to be about is them leaving a review. Now, you don't want to be pushy and annoy them about it, but in the background, that that's the main reason why you're sending out these emails is to get that review. The email service that I use is called JumpSend. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's made by the same guys that made Jungle Scout. So it works good. I haven't had any problems with it. And it comes with even some templates that they've supposedly tested and have worked for them. I personally don't use those templates, but they are there to play with and test. And I've placed a link down below to JumpSend if you want to go check that out. And here's one big tip that I've learned that I've seen work really well for my email campaigns that's been getting me a lot more reviews. I used my dog and made like this fun little picture, and I attach it to every one of the emails that goes out. So there's the title and the body of the email, and then an attachment that's a fun attachment that I made with like my dog in it and stuff, and that seems to be working pretty well. And then also JumpSend has an option where in the email itself, it'll actually show like the product with 5 stars, and so they can click like the 5 stars right there, and that doesn't actually send through the review, but that click takes them to where they then can leave the review. That's just another cool feature. I think it's very visually appealing, and I think that leads to more clicks and everything. So there's my 2 advices for email campaigns. But my third piece of advice would just be to test a lot of different things and just pay attention to how many reviews you're getting from each test. Third strategy is packaging inserts, and this will be done with your supplier. It's just a little flyer, a little insert into your product packaging that again is fun and creates a good customer experience, but ultimately is asking the customer to leave a review. And I think the kind of overarching thing that you want to go for with the email campaign and packaging inserts is just creating a good customer experience, like the best customer experience that you can create. This is kind of one of the areas where Amazon doesn't give you like complete freedom to do this. If you have customers on your own website, you can do a lot more of creating a good customer experience for them than you can with customers on Amazon, but you still can. First, just on the listing itself, right? The product itself as well. If it's not a good product, you're not going to get good reviews, so make sure your product's good. But aside from that, creating customer experience inside of your email campaign and inside of your packaging, even the packaging itself, just overall a better customer experience is going to lead to more reviews. So specifically with these 2, with the email campaign and packaging inserts, do your best to create a really good customer service, offer them extra value, maybe as an attachment to one of your emails. It's if it's a cooking product, a cookbook or something, a free cookbook or something like that. But get creative, value, better customer experience, and that'll lead to more reviews. My 4th strategy to getting more reviews is sales. More sales is going to equal more reviews. So the better job that you can do at making more sales, as a consequence of that, you'll get more reviews. And pay-per-click advertising is a really good way to start capturing more sales. That advertising itself will put your product in front of more eyeballs, which should lead to more purchases, which should lead to more reviews. Running that PPC will also benefit you inside of Amazon's algorithm, and it'll also generate keyword reports for you that you can use to optimize your keywording in your backend, title, bullets, and description. Like I said, there's no magic ways to get reviews, but if you follow these and do them well, it will definitely get you a lot of reviews. And I say that having a listing right now with 235 reviews on it that has come from these exact steps that I just laid out for you. All right, that's it. Hope it was helpful. If it was, drop the like. That helps the channel grow. Subscribe, catch all the videos, go watch the other ones. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.